Are you hopping on Overwatch 2 and tired of your teammates not healing you? If only you could get more heals, you could win more team fights and ultimately win more matches. Overwatch 2 is a free-to-play game now, so there's a ton of new players being added every day. So whether you're a brand new player, or maybe a returning player from Overwatch 1, here are 5 tips to help you be a better support player in Overwatch 2.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Overwatch 2 is a 5v5 game mode, so a lot has actually changed from Overwatch 1 as far as the dynamic of matches being played. Support is more crucial than ever before, so the first tip I have is to learn your hero's strengths and weaknesses. Overwatch is a game about counter picks, game knowledge, and game sense. These things can be the difference between a team fight tipping in your favor or the opponent's. Each hero has something unique to their kit, so make sure you understand them in and out. Ana, for example, does a great job doing single target healing from any range. This can be good for any damage heroes like Genji or Tracer who might be behind enemy lines needing heals. Her sleep dart is a great way to shut down enemy players, both rushing you or even popping their ultimates. Biotic Grenade gives good burst heals and an area of effect as well, making it so opponents can't heal. Ana's big downside, however, is she has nothing to help with her mobility, making her a very easy target for flankers to get to. Know your weaknesses and have a plan to work around those weaknesses to be a better support player. The next tip I have to play support in Overwatch 2 is make sure you know your teammates' roles. We only have one tank now on the team composition, so the tank's player role is more crucial than before. Make sure you're keeping your tanks healed up so they're able to do their job and create space. Damage heroes are important for dealing lots of damage and securing eliminations, so make sure they're healed up as well. And of course, you can't forget about your other support hero, help take care of each other, and this is bound to make you a better support player. The next tip is to stick together with your team. A lot of matches, especially in lower ranked games, can be very frustrating as a support player. You only have control over your actions and your decisions, so make sure you're making the most of them. If you have a crazy damage player who keeps running in the enemy line and dying over and over, don't follow them and stay back with the team. Try to have the team group up, either through comms or the ping system, because most fights are won by sheer numbers. Having 5 players to go up against has much better odds of winning than 4. If you play some of the other support heroes like Moira, who are known for having good damage as well as healing, don't forget to stay with the team. Her Fade ability does a great job flanking or creating angles to get some damage in, just make sure you're able to fade back with the rest of the team. Stick together and you're guaranteed to become a better support player. My next tip is to know when to use your ultimate abilities. Lucio and Zenyatta are perfect examples of this, as both can be used as defensive ultimates to counter some of the offensive ones. Lucio gives a huge boost to nearby allies, making the team able to withstand damage from some ultimates, whereas Zenyatta's ult makes you invulnerable and burst heals nearby allies, making you able to out-heal a ton of damage. On the same token, Baptiste and Ana's ultimates can be combined with other ultimates pretty well, giving you an advantage when you might need it to win the fight the most. Ana's ult will boost the damage of whoever you give it to for a limited time, so check to see who has their ultimate ready to use in the next team fight. Baptiste's ultimate puts up his window that boosts allies' damage when shooting through, so be strategic when placing this, especially at choke points, to help you burst down the enemy. Practice these combos and understand their limits, and you will become a better support player. The last tip I have to make you a better support player is to learn good team compositions. Like I mentioned earlier, Overwatch is a game about counter picks, and support should do this as well. If we know Ana's weakness is her mobility, you might see if your other support player can play maybe a Lucio to complement your lack of mobility. Or maybe you're playing Moira and the other enemy has a diva, but she keeps eating your orbs with her defense matrix. It might be a good time to try out a different support to better fit either what your team needs or to counter what their team has. All heroes can be good under the right circumstances, so knowing how team compositions synergize well will make you a better support player. If these 5 tips help you become a better support player, be sure to let me know in the comments section below. And if there's any other tips you have for newer players, be sure to drop them down as well. If you want more Overwatch tips for maybe damage or tank roles, let me know. I can make videos on those. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.